me see if this works. Okay. Hopefully people can hear me. If people hop on and they can't, just let me know. Maybe I'll try and scoot this forward. Okay, maybe you can hear a little bit better. All right, so we just got done with the gym and decided it was a good day to review some various fitness foods, if you will, for a live stream, just kind of impromptu, last minute idea. But we got a lot of different stuff we're going to go through. Some of it we're going to try right here on the spot. Some of it I've tried enough times that I can just give a good review. So we're probably going to go through those so we can get that done quick, and then move on to the stuff we haven't tried before, or have had a little bit, but we'll review right now. So the first one, there will be a lot of promotions or reviews of companies as well. This is all this is not sponsored, is what I'm trying to say. That we bought this with our own money, so I'm going to review it as critically or as positively as I can. So the first one is with My Protein. This is the Impact Whey protein. We have various types and flavors of it, but it's either Impact Whey. We have a blend one, which is 2 different kinds of whey, and then one that's casein. So we'll go through all that really quick. So chocolate brownie. I think this is one of my favorite ones. I think it has the best chocolate flavor. It's a lot more rich. I don't know if I'd really call it a brownie, but it's like extra chocolatey. So if you like chocolate a lot, this is a good one. Thoughts?
It's definitely really, really smooth. We tend to mix it with almond milk. So obviously, like, you might try it with different things. Maybe milk, 2% milk is your thing. But we try it with almond milk, and it's really, really smooth. It mixes well, which is a big thing for me because I don't like clumpiness in my protein shakes. So that's approved for this one.
Yeah. In terms of protein shakes, maybe a 7. Like, if it was out of a 10, I'd probably give it a 7. You know, didn't blow me away, but solid.
Are we doing halves? Let me just clarify right now.
I'd prefer not to, but okay, if you really want to, we can do halves.
So I would agree with the 7 then. Yeah, overall, it's pretty spot on with the flavor. Like I said, smoothness, but doesn't stand out a lot.
Okay.
No wow factor. There we go.
So move on. So we're not taking all day. Slow release casein. I use this one a lot. This is like we'll talk about supplements in a different video. That'll be a live stream for another day. But flavor wise, it tastes like vanilla. It's a little weird on the flavor. It does make it really thick and creamy. So that's pretty good. But it also can kind of make you bloaty and gassy depending on your tolerance level with like milk products, because this is a little bit heavier for you. So maybe like a 5. I'm not in love with it, but I do use it a lot for its purposes.
Agree with what he says. It is kind of hard on the stomach. Now, granted, I have stomach problems, so this one isn't my favorite. And also vanilla is just not my favorite flavor. It's not my go-to. I know he mixes it with different flavors. He even does like fruity to add to this sometimes, but not my cup of tea. So if I were grading it, probably a 5 out of 10.
Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, the nutrition's pretty much the same, but this one, 100 calories, 1.5 fat, 3 carbs, 18 protein. This one, 110, 1 fat, 3 carbs, 23 protein. So the macro breakdown is pretty good for both of them. So in that department, I can't, fault it at all. All right, moving on.
You didn't grade it.
I said a 5.
Oh, you did too? Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, so the next one is chocolate caramel pretzel. Macro breakdown real quick. 100 calories, 1.5 fat, 3 carbs, and 18 protein. So just like the other one, I think all these whey ones are pretty much the same. This is probably my least favorite one. It's kind of gross. There's like, we haven't hardly touched this because it tastes really bad. Not a good one. Definitely a miss in my department. So a 3.
I'd go even lower and say a 2. The only thing I have found that we like this in is like mixing it into pancakes. Otherwise, I can't drink it as a protein shake.
Yeah,
not enjoyable.
Not a great one. So, all right, on to the next one. This is chocolate bunny. This one's okay. It's like a little bit. It's not as strong as the chocolate brownie. It does kind of have that weird, like Nestle Hershey chocolate flavor to it. So it's okay. I don't like it as much as the chocolate brownie, but it's decent. So 5 probably if I went with it. Yeah, 5 out of 10.
I liked it a little bit more, probably about a 6. I really like the smoothness of it. It reminds me a lot of like the school chocolate milk. That's a good thing to compare it to. Yeah. So kind of brings back the old memories.
Carton chocolate milk.
Yep. So 6 out of 10 for me.
Okay, fair enough. All right. This is S'mores. Same macros as before. This one I liked a lot. I think this one would be. I think it's going to be a 7. Could be an 8. You know, if it was that half range, but we're not doing that. So, yeah, I'm going to go with 7, but it is a pretty accurate s'mores flavor. So, I enjoy it.
I'd go with the 7, too. 7 out of 10.
That surprised me.
I'm not a big marshmallow person, but this has, like, just enough marshmallow flavor to taste like it, but not too much. It doesn't depend on it. So, I get, like, the chocolate. You definitely get the graham cracker, and you get the little bit of marshmallow. So 7 out of 10 for me.
Yeah. I've had better s'mores, so it's hard to compare it or rate it higher anyway. Another one. This is the blend. So this is it is whey concentrate and whey isolate. So whey protein powder and whey isolate basically are the two blends. No, I don't find it that much different, but there is some arguments out there. Anyway, macros, 120, 2 grams of fat, 4 carbs, 22 protein. So a little bit higher in all ranges, which, you know, isn't really a bad thing. So what do you think?
I'd probably go 6 out of 10. Yeah, for being labeled chocolate smooth, it wasn't even the smoothest out of all of them. And we even did a blind taste test, and we got this one wrong every single time. So for being named chocolate smooth,
I think really this ended up being the chocolate smooth.
Yep.
Chocolate bunny is more smooth than this one. Otherwise, I mean, it's chocolate, plain chocolate, good in lots of stuff. So, yeah, I think I'd go 5 out of 10. Like, it's okay. I don't love it. Maybe the chocolate bunny is a 6 out of 10 now that I think about it, because it was a little more smooth. But so one quick note I want to make about My Protein is that they always have deals. Their deals are usually very good. You can get a lot of supplements for a very cheap price. I mean, I probably got all of these plus some for like $70. And this will last. This has already lasted me probably a month and a half, and will probably last me another month and a half. So great deals. What you see is what you get. So if you're not looking for like a lot of blends or fancy stuff, great place. They got supplements too. So I would say if you're looking for any multivitamins, fish oils, like anything with no frills, this is a great place to shop. I've been using it for years. So.
One other thing I'd like to add is we like to bake a lot, and we've noticed that the My Protein mixes really well. It's like brownies, cookies, anything along those lines. Like I mentioned earlier, we even make pancakes, and we've noticed, like I said, consistency makes the items really, really good. Tastes good too. It brings out the flavor. So yeah, we like these a lot.
Great mix in if you're trying to add some extra protein for like a Kodiak cake or something. All right, so moving on to the last couple that we've already tried. First one, gym products. I have been using this for years. They've changed a little bit over the years. I'm not sure for the better or worse. The calorie breakdown confuses me a little bit, but I try and ignore that. Otherwise, I do think this is a great product. It's a little bit pricier, but I have been using the gym line since I was in college, so 6-7 years now. And all of them are really good in terms of quality. I can't fault that. Now, this one's lemonade. I've already tried it, and I like it a good deal. I think probably give it a 7 out of 10. It does have a pretty good lemonade flavor. I wish it was a tad more tart or with a little bit more zest to it, but it's a post-workout. It's got artificial sweeteners and stuff. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. I mean, I can talk a lot about gym products, but if you're looking for a good blend that covers all your bases and you're willing to spend a little money, I'd say look into it. He's got his own channel, lots of videos, so I like that he does the science behind it and isn't willing to hide what he puts in to his blend. So definitely good product, flavors, various kinds. Anyway, moving on. This is the newest one, the pre-gym grape candy. So flavor-wise, I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest. It's like a 4. I don't know why. It's not for me. The grape is kind of weird. It doesn't really. I don't know. I just don't like grape stuff, I guess, as a workout supplement.
It kind of reminded me a lot of medicine, like the flavor, the grape flavoring they put in medicine.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the turn away for me. But yeah, it's labeled what? Grape candy?
Yeah.
And no, no.
Yeah, so not great in terms of flavor. However, this is my standalone favorite pre-workout. I've been using this for years and years and years. I can't say enough good things. Again, the calories don't make sense to me, but I try and ignore it. Otherwise, all the additions to it, I've listened to him talk about. I believe they're good and helpful, and I love the way that it gets me wired, but really wired mentally, which I think is a big problem for a lot of people, is getting past that brain fog or that tiredness after a work day. And I think that does this without my hair standing on end or like twitching jitters type deal. So I think this is a really good product. Again, if you've got a little bit money to spend, it is pricier, but great stuff. If I can recommend one, cherry limeade. That is the best flavor. And I'm really weak when it comes to pre-workouts. Like, I have to sip on my pre-workouts, and I like this one because you can measure it out individually. It comes with the scoop, and so I can put a half a scoop in versus him putting in a whole scoop. So you can really cater it to your own needs, which I really like. Yeah, but good combo pack for sure. All right, so that is all of the stuff that we have already tried, and we are going to move on to the stuff we haven't tried. Something you want to start with?
Something chocolatey, please.
Something chocolatey.
We're on a chocolate run, so.
Okay. Well, then we're going to start with this one. This is another one from My Protein. This is the vegan superfood blend. So it's chocolate flavored. The calorie breakdown while I shake it up is 160 calories, 16 carbs, 22 protein, and 1 fat. So, but there's 9 grams of fiber, so it'll help you poop. But I'm not a big vegan person. I think some things are okay to be considered vegan, like donuts. But that's about where the line stops. Many things past that are like, nah, don't. I'm sorry, don't believe in it. Think it's silly. Okay, well, I will tell you one thing. It has a weird color, and it didn't mix terribly well, because I still have chunks everywhere. So we're gonna see, or at least I'll see. Oh my! Oh, here. Would you like to try? Cheers, right?
Oh my God.
That's not appetizing looking. I'm not faulting my protein because you got to cater towards an audience and offer a product like that. But cheers. Yeah.
It smells like plants, I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
it's got a funky smell, which can be a little off-putting in the first place. And
I am not a fan.
no.
It's really chalky.
Yeah, almost salty in some points. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe it needs more milk, but it definitely needs something because this is gross.
I'm not gonna finish it. I'm
Nope,
gonna do a
neither.
1.
Yeah, same here. 1 out of 10. Gross.
Sorry.
All right.
Wow.
Oh, bully. Let's I guess we'll review this really quick. This is Len and Larry's. I'm gonna have to rinse out those mugs. This is Len and
back.
Larry's the complete cookie. So this is their chocolate donut flavor. It's actually 2 servings for this one thing, so it's technically 420 calories, 14 grams of fat, 64 carbs, and 16 grams. So in terms of macros, it's terrible. It's definitely not very healthy. Maybe slightly healthier than a regular cookie, but that's about it. So, I mean, we got these for really cheap, so I'm not going to complain, but it in terms of healthiness for you, it's not really that good. But without further ado, this is the chocolate donut, and I'm going to try that.
Oh, I have one on my plate too. Okay, cool.
Dry. Yes. All of the bigger complete cookies are dry. If you dunk it in milk, it's a lot better. So I would definitely recommend that if you're having one of these, half of this and a glass of milk. Pretty good like evening snack. Or if you're a hard gainer trying to really bulk up, it'd be a good full cookie to add with some milk. Flavor-wise, it's kind of weird. It's very artificial.
Yeah.
There's a chocolatiness to it. There's also a very big chalkiness and not really much donut. So, I'm going to give this a 3.
I was going to give it a 4. Yeah.
I was on the fence, but I'm a little harsher. So 3 it is for me.
If you don't like aspartame as a flavor, or like if you can taste aspartame really easily, I wouldn't recommend the sprinkled donut. Or the chocolate donut, sorry.
All right, so we're going to switch it up, and we're going to get some liquids. This is a ISO Pure 0-carb protein drink, lemonade flavor. So I've never actually tried like a fruity protein drink, but 160 calories, 40 grams of protein. So, yeah, we're going to see how it goes. I don't even lift. I don't know why I'm drinking all these proteins. All right, so just a little bit of each of these, but this will be interesting. I've never tried anything like this. In all my years of lifting, I can't recall ever doing this. So we'll see. Maybe this will be something interesting that's good.
Smells like lemonade.
I would add a little bit of sweetener to it, but all things considered.
Why does it make my mouth feel weird? Oh!
Wow.
What just happened?
Yeah. Oh. Swallowed wrong. That was not.
Sorry, guys. Gotta love these live streams, right?
Despite me spitting it all over the place, Wow.
You okay?
Oh. Yeah, really took that down the wrong pipe. No.
Okay, so yeah, it leaves a weird coating in my mouth, like almost like a dryness when you first drink it, but it tastes a lot like lemonade. I would do what you suggested. I would add a sweetener to it.
Yeah. Okay, my voice apparently is going to be like this from now on because I swallowed wrong. But if I mix these two together, it'd be really good.
Oh my god.
So I might try that later. I apologize for technical difficulties, but this is apparently how life is going to be today.
Oh, you poor thing.
All right. Moving on, we'll try, I guess, this guy. Is that, or if you want to pick one?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay, so this is the Power Crunch Peanut Butter Cream. It is, this is like a quarter. Each one of these is like a quarter, and it's in total 200 calories, 12 grams of fat, 10 carbs, and 13 protein. So not the best in the world, but also not the worst.
Technically be keto.
And it might be keto friendly in moderation, without looking at, they do use enriched flour. So depending on how you feel about that keto person, it may work for you, but let's try it.
So yeah, it looks just like a wafer.
Mm-hmm. No, I've already tried this.
I have not, which is crazy. Because it's peanut butter and I love peanut butter. I would do probably a 6 out of 10.
I think I'd go a 5. I don't really care much for it's kind of got a weird flavor. Actually, all of these Power Crunch bars that I've tried thus far, which is like 3 or 4, have a weird taste to me. It is better than the other ones I've tried. More of a peanut buttery flavor, but I don't care for it much.
Just each their own.
Yeah. All right.
I like the peanut butter.
Moving on to this one. Hopefully I won't choke on it. This is the Pure Pro 50 American Bodybuilding. It's 250 calories per bottle, 2 grams of fat, 9 carbs, and 50 grams of protein. So it's got a lot of protein. Looks like milk protein and whey protein. So probably casein and whey, which is good. Whereas this guy, I probably should have mentioned, I think is isolate. So this is really good, like right after a workout. This one might be good a little bit later, but it's also going to do like both like short-term and long-term. Again, concept we'll talk about in a later live stream. But anyway, I'm going to try that. All right, so again, there's a lot of protein for one person, so that I would definitely say only half. I mean, if you're a big guy, maybe the whole thing, but your mileage will vary. But definitely looks better. Hopefully it tastes better too. Cheers.
It reminds me of Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, that's
weird.
It's possibly the least chocolatey tasting thing I've had thus far, aside from the vegan superfood blend.
Yeah.
But it's pretty close. I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping for better, but I guess it's because of so much protein in it.
Yeah. It's strangely like like you know how Pepto-Bismol is very chalky?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I'd go maybe a 3.
That's what I was going. Yep.
3. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Anyway, we'll move on. What do you want to try?
Can
You pick
we
something.
do the Robert Irvine?
Sure.
Irving? However you
This
say his
guy?
name. Sorry.
All right. So Robert Irvine's Fit Crunch. If you might have seen him on Kitchen Impossible and everything. But this is his protein bar. It is 380 calories, 16 grams of fat, 27 carbs, 30 protein. So it's not really a fitness bar unless you're a hard gainer. This is really not that good for you. So, I mean, nothing else I can say.
Hence why we are cutting it in very tiny pieces.
Yeah. Good for small chunks, maybe throwing in, like, cutting up and putting in pancakes or oatmeal or something.
Very smooth chocolate. Like, I like the chocolate coating. It kind of reminds me of a fancy Butterfinger is what I would go for.
Yeah. It's crunchy. I mean, it's got good flavor. I won't lie. But it's just not good for you. For 380 calories, it freaking better taste good.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's a candy bar, basically. I mean, in terms of flavor and everything, if you're trying to add a lot of calories, protein in there, this is a pretty decent one. So maybe a 7 out of 10. I'm drawing back a lot because of how high the calories are, basically.
Yeah, I do a 7 out of 10. I agree.
Okay.
Yep.
What next?
You want to do the, what is this one?
Oh, the Quest bar?
Quest bar.
All right. So we're going to do the Quest bar. So this is Quest's chocolate peanut butter. It's hard to read the back because I tore it apart. 210 calories, 10 grams of fat, 22 carbs, but most of it's fiber, and 20 protein. So this is a good one if you're a keto person. I've used this a lot in the past. This is higher in the net carb range. It says 5 net carbs, so I'd be careful with this one. But it is something you could use if you're really hankering for some sweet stuff. But otherwise, I guess it's pretty good in terms of macros. For healthiness sake, but it's very chewy.
Very chewy.
It's pretty chalky.
Yeah.
But if you've had a Quest bar before, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's weird because it kind of like mushes all together, and then it like solidifies. It's really weird, chalky, and then solidifies. Not a big fan of it, but I do like the flavor. So. Flavor brings it up. Texture and consistency brings it down. So I'm thinking like a 6.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that. These are pretty, flavor-wise, this one's pretty good. A lot of them are real big misses. I've tried every single one under the sun at least once. But this is a pretty good one. Safe one with chocolates and peanut butter for sure.
Yeah. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
What's that?
I rinsed my glass out. Would you like to rinse yours out?
No, I'll down this Pepto.
All right. So this one is an essential amino energy. It's Orange Blast. It's got all kinds of amino acids that are good for you. So this could be used before the gym, after the gym, during the day even. It's only 15 calories, 3 carbs, so it's not bad. But it's hopefully got a decent flavor, and it'll give you something to drink, especially if you're cutting. This is a pretty good one to use. So you get something that isn't just water and you're killing yourself. It can be tough. So, orange flavor.
I'm just drinking out of the bottle at this point.
Okay, fair enough. It's good.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very good.
I really like that.
So again, something good that you could drink almost any time of the day that would really get a fix in. If you need that sugary fix in your cutting or possibly on keto, something like that. But in terms of aminos, I guess it's got them. I don't know the whole breakdown and everything. You probably would need to look to someone smarter than I for that, but it's got a variety of them, and it seems to have the ones that you want to look for. So I don't know, and got some caffeine. So yeah, pretty good. 9, 8. No, I'll give it a, yeah, let's go 8 just to be on the safe side. Pretty good though. Definitely one you could pick up.
It tastes very similar to like Sunny D on steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's a little off of Sunny D, but still similar. What do you want next? You want another drink?
How many more drinks do we have?
3.
3. Let's do a wafer.
All right. So wafer it is. Let's do. We'll do the one right in front of me.
Okay.
So this one is the on chocolate raspberry protein wafer. This is 190 calories for 2 wafers. So this is technically a quarter of it, and it is 9 fat, 13 carbs, 15 protein. So it's okay in terms of macros. It's not super bad.
I really like this. This is really tasty.
Yeah. So far, it's not like a wafer, like the unhealthy kind of wafer. It's not as good as that. But flavor-wise, it does taste like raspberry. Has the nice chocolate on the bottom, which I appreciate. And it's pretty accurate in terms of flavor. A little gritty at points, but overall, I think it's a pretty good product.
You didn't even mention my favorite part. There's a mousse in between the layers, and it's really, really soft. Like for a cookie, usually it's like a hard icing. No, but it's very creamy, like a mousse. It's impressive.
Yeah, it's good in terms of a protein thing or a protein food, snack, whatever you want to call it. All right, another drink.
Yes, please.
Let's do. All right, so this is the Pepto-Bismol vanilla bean flavor. I'm sorry, American Bodybuilding Pure Pro 50. Hopefully the vanilla one's a little bit better. We'll find out. Gonna give it a whirl.
Why does it like?
Almost seemed chunky for a second. Nope.
Nope.
It's so runny. It's weird that it's this like runny for a protein drink.
I don't like it.
It has some vanilla flavor. That vanilla flavor is kind of mild. Your mileage may vary on this one, I think. This one could be one that you may actually enjoy. I'm going to give it a 4, but she's going to give it a 1.
I'm not big on vanilla.
Yeah.
And then it's like that Pepto-Bismol again.
It kind of reminds me of like a liquid, watery vanilla pudding. Or tapioca, maybe. Even maybe tapioca. Eyeball pudding. Anyway, let's continue on. What else we got? You want to try one of these?
All right.
Mint. This is Len and Larry's The Complete Cookie. Another one, 200 calories per serving. Again, there's 2 servings, so it's 400 calories, 14 grams of fat, 64 carbs, and 16 protein. So this is, again, another like hard gainer or type of thing, or if you're going to break it into chunks.
I will say, before I even eat it, I'm impressed with the amount of mint and chocolate chips I have in this just little section. I don't know if it's for the whole cookie. Yours has got a lot too, but
yeah,
that's impressive.
The amount of mint chips are pretty good. I like that. Again, still pretty dry, but
I like this one better than the donut.
in terms of the Len and Larry's Complete Cookie, I think this is my favorite. I think this one has done better than the chocolate donut. I've had the salted caramel. I had the double chocolate. I might have even had one more. And this one I think is closest. It is the least dry. And I think it has got a really good flavor, in fact. So in terms of those, I don't know, I might give this one a 7. That's pretty high. If it, was less dry and a little healthier for you, probably that's how I'd get it up higher. But overall, not too bad.
I'd give it a 6, only because
Sorry.
only because I don't like mint. But he's right, exactly right. It's not as dry as the other ones. The flavor's spot on. Just sadly, that's not my cup of tea. So 6 out of 10 for me.
Yeah. All right. So I need to rinse my glass out. This one is the ABB, or American Bodybuilding Speed Stack Pumped NO. This is a pre-workout basically, and I would expect it to be pretty strong. Now, this has a lot more stuff in it than this one, but actually, this has less caffeine, which surprises me. But NO usually means that it gets your veins dilated and pumping and stuff, if memory serves me correct. So that may work for some of you big bodybuilder types. Some of you girls may not be in love with this product because you don't want to look too vascular or butch. But let's give it a whirl. This is fruit punch flavor. I don't know. We're going to find out how it is.
It's definitely red.
It is very red. So, red. There is
It smells like fruit punch.
Kind of fruit punchiness to it. However, it also tastes like medicine.
It does.
Yeah. So, I think if you added a little sweetener to it, it could be a lot better. But in terms of pre-workouts, this is definitely not, 30 calories. I think this is a little not in love with it. Let's just say that.
I give it a 3. It kind of reminds me of like a melted down cough drop.
Yeah, I would go with a 3. I'm definitely not in love with it. And in terms of like macros and everything else, this is way superior. But surprise. What do you want to do?
Let's do this first.
All right, so we have another one, the ISO Pure. This is Mango Peach. So we'll see, again, 160 calories, all protein, which is good.
It's a pretty color.
Stick to the lemonade. I'm going to leave it at that. This is, if it's peach mango, it needs to be a lot sweeter. Maybe if you added some sweetener to it, it would be better. But I think it's basically just water and protein powder with maybe a little bit of flavoring. They try and keep it really lean, mostly just focused on the protein. So I like the lemonade a lot better. This one, no.
Yeah, it still leaves that like dryness in my mouth. Like when you first drink it, it's a weird dry, and the flavor's off. So
yeah,
I'm going like a 2.
2, definitely. All right. Yeah, but the lemonade one's pretty good because it actually, the tartness or like the dryness kind of blends well with the lemonade. Anyway, on to the last one. The last one is the On Protein Wafer, the chocolate one. So this is 210 calories, 10 grams of fat, 14 carbs, 15 protein. Again, this is a quarter of a wafer, so not bad in terms of amount.
See, before I eat it, like, just look at all that mousse. That's awesome filling. Awesome.
For a protein snack, indeed. I've already had this, so I know what it's like, and it's pretty good. This one and the vanilla one that we unfortunately don't have here because I ate them all are both really good. I actually like the vanilla more than I like this, but I still think I'd give this maybe like a 7 out of 10. This is a really good one if you're really trying to make a competition that you could munch on and get a good fix in for really low calories, carbs, and all that.
I go even higher. I do. Wait, what'd you give it? 7. I go 8. Yeah. It's really good in oatmeal and Greek yogurt and stuff. If you're into that, like mixing protein Greek yogurts.
If you need that extra protein, that's good.
But yeah, 8 out of 10 for me. Spot on.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all we got. So we've been through everything. You know, some of this varies. Some is definitely a lot healthier than others. I think if I had to give my top 3 of everything, let's see. I think, honestly, this probably has to be number 1. It's just such a good product. The flavor's pretty good. Number 2 for me would have to be maybe, I actually think it's this guy, the On Protein Wafer. And 3, actually, this might be 2, and the Wafer's 3. I really enjoyed this. This is a solid product. This is probably the surprise of the day.
Yeah, definitely. My 3?
Yep.
My 3, we do the s'mores and the bunny. I like chocolate. Number 1. Or that's the chocolate bunny, sorry. Number 2 is the s'mores. And for me, number 3, the good old orange blast.
So there y'all have it, folks. That's all we got for today. We'll probably do another one of these sometime in the future when we get some more of these different protein bars and stuff. So, but let us know if there's something you think we could try, or if you have any questions about. We have tried a lot of different stuff that obviously we haven't shown today. So if you want to know what our thoughts are on something, I'm sure we can give them to you if we've tried it. Anyway, I'll wrap it up. If you're interested into the aquarium stuff, that should be Sunday afternoon probably. I haven't decided on a time yet, but I'm going to set an alert and send it out to everyone who's subscribed or following. So if you're not subscribed, do that now. But that'll be Sunday afternoon. We'll be talking about meds in the aquarium.
See ya.